Welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're heading over to Silverstone and we're going to be looking at how to take turns 3 and 4, Village and the Loop. This is a pair of extremely interconnected corners, more like a long and wide chicane. To get turn 4 right, you have to get turn 3 right first. In this video we'll look at some common mistakes we see a lot of drivers make here, as well as how to master this corner combination by analyzing the data using the Track Titan platform. And lastly, we're gonna wrap it up with some key points to make the most of this corner combination. Now let's look at some common mistakes drivers make here so you can avoid them. The first common mistake we often see here is hitting the sausage curbs on the inside of the corners. You know how much the British love their sausages, and these are absolutely massive. In the Track Titan analysis, we can see that hitting these curbs can lose you seconds of lap time because you have to stabilize your car and you'll ruin your entry into T4. So the best advice here is to simply avoid them. And the second, what is by far the most common mistake we see around this corner combination, is running too wide out of turn 3. When we examine the data, we see that we don't get a good run into turn 4, you've got way more steering to do, then you just lose a ton of time down the straight. To avoid this, you just need to sacrifice the exit of turn 3 slightly for a better line into turn 4. Now that we know which mistakes we should avoid, let's take a look at how we can optimize this set of corners. So here we are coming out of turn 2, making sure we stay as far to the left as possible to keep a shallow angle through turn 3. Turning into turn 3, avoiding the sausage curb on the inside, getting a little bit on the throttle to keep the speed up, and then turning into turn 4. Once again avoiding the sausage curb on the inside, and then as we pass the apex we're getting back on the power to carry that speed down the Wellington straight. Now let's head over to the Track Titan platform to get a better understanding of what we're exactly doing here. We want to be as far to the left as possible out of turn 2. This is going to enable us to take the shallowest angle and thus the most speed through the corner. Now as we come around turn 3, we see that we're being very patient, avoiding the sausage curb on the inside. This corner is all about setting ourselves up properly for turn 4. Turning in, we avoid the huge inside curb and run all the way to the right on the exit to keep the maximum speed possible into entry corner. As always, let's finish up with the key points for mastering this corner combination. The first key point is to remember the entry into turn 4 is very important, so make sure you take the right line through turn 2 and 3 to set yourself up right. Don't be afraid to sacrifice a little bit of time through these prior corners to set yourself up properly for the run through 4, as that's what's going to gain you all the speed down the straight. The second key point is to remember to think of these corners like a long and wide chicane. They're extremely interconnected, and so it's useful to think of them as working in tandem. We've said it a lot in this video, but focus on linking up these corners to get a successful run all the way through and get more speed down the straight. And that's what matters most here. Let us know in the comments down below if you found these tips useful. Be sure to check out the Track Titan platform in the description down below, and we'll see you in the next one.